Hi and welcome to this video, and I scored this rare mixer online. I bought it online from England, and it's made by a company from Marenius, and they make products for the film industry. They're a very small company, and I have two other mixers that I got before I bought this one. There's my MM3100s. There's two of them. They have a preamp in them as well, so you can have powered mics. And I bought two of them so I could do stereo recording. So yeah, and so I was curious about Marenius products. So they just stopped selling this on their website. I think they sold this last year on their website, and then they stopped selling it. And it's a mixer. It's a 5-channel mixer. It's about 13 inches by 9 inches by 2 inches. It's got a nice, looks like it's an aluminum case on it, so it's pretty solidly built. It's got a nice LCD screen. Looks like it's backlit LCD screen. It's got nice metal toggle switches. Some of the buttons light up here. It's got a unique feature, and that is it records audio, but only 6 minutes of audio. And this mixer was, I think it was designed to be used with a Panasonic editing deck for digital video. And so it's got a remote control and a VITC input. And VITC is a type of time code. I looked it up. So it's got a BNC connector here for time code. I don't know that much about time code, really. But it's a nice mixer. Without the time code feature, it's a very simple record function of this mixer. So you just press when you have it in setup normal, setup manual mode with the toggle switch at the top here, you can record, and I'll play some audio, and then you can just record it. You hit it once and it's recording. And then you can play it back. Oops, I think it was once, and it's recording. That should be playing back. It's got its own slider, fader for the memory, and pan for the memory, and you can output the memory to the tape.
Sherman time. But
so yeah, I scored this on eBay. They don't make these anymore. Marenius is a small company from Sweden. It's got nice balanced inputs. 5 balanced inputs. 1 mic preamp on channel 1. Bass and treble controls on all 5 channels. panning controls on all 5 channels, including the memory channel. You can send, there's a fader so that you can send the signal to the tape monitor. It's got a test tone, 1 kilohertz test tone. It's got 6 minutes memory, but I opened up the back. There's like 6 screws in the back. You can take the back off, and then inside it's got I think it's a 64 megabyte memory, DRAM memory chip. So I'm trying to figure out if you can upgrade it to a larger DRAM memory chip, and I'm trying to find out what type of DRAM memory you need if you can upgrade it. The other thing I want to do is I want to make this mixer portable, so I want to get a Nutric 4-pin connector on eBay, and then I want to hook that up to a 12 volt, run the whole mixer off a 12 volt battery, like a NiCad battery, like from Bosch, or lithium battery. I have a NiCad, so I'll probably try that one from Bosch, 12 volt, and I'll try running it so that I can take it and I can take it into the field, and I can film with my JVC Gy-hm100, which I'm using to film this video with. So anyways, yeah, it's a nice sounding mixer. It's got these pre and post switches on each channel, including the memory channel. It's got a headphone volume, it's got speaker volume, it's got tape monitor volume. It has 2 auxiliary inputs, which you can feed to the headphones as well. It's got a 48 volt phantom power switch, so you can turn that on and off. I'm not discussing the time code. It's got a BNC VITC time code input, and it's got looks like a D-sub type of remote control connector. It's got stereo jack here, like an XLR, stereo XLR connector for your headphones, stereo XLR connector for your tape monitor. It's only got 1 balanced tape output, so I don't know if that's stereo or a single channel. It's got RCA speaker outputs, and it's got a tape power loop out, whatever that means. So yeah, that's all you really need to know about this Madam 512. Marenius is a small company from Sweden. You have to check from time to time on eBay. I think this is a great little mixer. If you can score this mixer, I've seen the prices. It was an expensive mixer new. I think it was around $2,000 new. So the prices are all over the map on these things. From, you know, I think anywhere from $200 to $600 right now on eBay. But I think it's well worth the money, because some of these field mixers for video, they're in the $1,000 range, and they don't have as many features as this mixer right here. You know, the nice things about this mixer are it's got 5 channels, That's really nice to have. The fact that it's got the bass and treble controls, the fact that it's got a full 48 volt single channel preamp that's really smooth sounding and very clean sounding as well. It's a really beautifully sounding preamp. The fact that, you know, you may be able to run this, the fact that it's like got a solid aluminum case on it. It's a little bit bulky, but it's perfect for, this is a really good mixer for mixing video with. And like I said, these really good video mixers are you know, $1,000 and up, and most of them don't have 5 channels. And you know, a lot of them have, you know, fancy, you know, multicolored screens, but really it's all about the sound quality. That's really all that really matters. So yeah, this company Marenius, you know, if you check for sales of this stuff, they don't make a lot of gear, but sometimes you can score this stuff used, and then you can get a good deal, and it's really worth it. I would say that the audio quality when you run this Marenius, it's really good for mixing as well, any type of audio. I'm using this to mix my audio, so you basically, when you make a video, you can have the audio from a mic and then the audio from your PC, and you can mix it all on something like this. And so it's a really good, basically it's a dual home mixer slash portable mixer. So I mean, these are really you know, indispensable things to have. I have like a full-size mixer. I have a 16 channel Soundcraft mixer, which I would never, like, it's part of my little mini home studio. And you know, hardware mixers, I would never part with like hardware mixers because they're just too much fun to play with. When you're mixing audio, they just provide you so much more options to have a hardware mixer. Anything from running keyboards to external instruments to external effects and mics and you name it. It just, there's so much more you can do with a good external mixer. So if you pay something like $500 for this, I don't think you're going wrong, because for example, even if you're mixing audio, even if you have like a little mini home studio, the sound quality on some of these video mixers made for the film industry, I think it's good enough, or even better than good enough. It's almost like broadcast quality, so it's definitely good enough for if you're considering getting a mixer to just mix audio for music creation. I would consider a film industry mixer like this, because they're comparable prices. I mean, the only thing, this is never going to replace my Soundcraft mixer for a lot of reasons. One of the reasons is it just doesn't have like group channels. Like my Soundcraft mixer has 4 group channels, which is just something you need in a home studio mixer. So yeah, otherwise it's a good little mixer. And yeah, if you have any questions, message me back. there's all these like small companies, and there's older gear too that's really kind of cool. I'm a really big fan of like interesting audio gear. So there's a whole bunch of gear. So if you have time, you can actually go on eBay and you can look for all this kind of esoteric audio gear that's a lot of it's not made anymore, but it's pretty interesting stuff. So anyways, I hope you enjoy that. Have a good day. Cheers.